Hello everybody, welcome to If I Can Do It, You Can Do It. Today I'm going to show you guys how to change your spark plugs and air filter on your Husqvarna YTH22V 4.6 riding lawnmower. Now, you should be able to do this on any model of your Husqvarna. The procedure is pretty straightforward and it should be the same. And you should be able to do this on a John Deere, Craftsman, etc. With that said, let's get into this. Let's go. Now, for this project, we're obviously going to need spark plugs. Now, the model's going to vary from engine to engine, but for my engine, I'm going to need a RC Y2YC, and I'm going to need two of those, one for each side. Next, I'm going to need a spark plug socket, 5/8 to be exact. And lastly, we're going to need a spark plug gap wedge or gapping tool, whatever you want to call it. I said gap wedge like I'm golfing. But this is what we're going to need to make sure the gap is suffice for the engine that you have. So you start by opening the hood and removing this right here is where your spark plug is at. You have one on that side and one exactly on the other side, like parallel to where this one is. So you start by removing this spark plug wire. Pops right off, no tools. You can see in there, just take a look at it and make sure your spark plug wire is good. Mine's a little dirty, so I am going to Nintendo 8-bit cartridge this sucker and just try to get whatever's in here out. Clean that out a little bit. That's it. See if you can see this in here. And then just get the spark plug out. I grab my socket. The thing is cool, it just slides right in. There's plenty of these. I'll have a description below where you can grab these at. But just give the sucker a little counterclockwise turn, just a little bit of oomph in there. Just you'll see just a little bit of comes right out. Just wanted to show you this. I tried to hand screw it right here. From that minute I oomphed it. Nothing. So guess, put back your spark plug tool, your socket, back in there and use it for leverage, because my fingers just wouldn't get that thing to unscrew. But you can see once you do the counterclockwise one, it just comes right out. Let's see if that's enough. Still can't grab it. Let's just go up in there. There it is. Came right out. Now this thing looks pretty beat up. Take a look at it. Hopefully it focuses. But this is it. That's the spark plug that came out. And this is what the hole inside of this. This is where the spark plug came out of. This is where it lives. This is how it looks. It's like some type of little angle in there, like a 45-degree angle. I don't know what the degrees are, but it's at an angle. So now you can see the difference between the original and the new. It's like night and day. Just see right off the bat. But with this, you want to grab your gap wedge tool, your gapping tool. So right at the package, it should just be right, but you just never know. So the one you pulled out, you want to see where it is. This way you can set the new one up to the exact same one, since it's been working for years. So with that said, I'm going to take my old one and I'm going to go to the smallest one. This is 0.25. 0.25 hundredth. If it's in just no resistance, this gives a little resistance, which is 0.030 300th, and then 0.34 hundredth is too much. So just look at it like the three little bears. The porridge is just right. The porridge is way too damn hot. The porridge is too cold. We want it just right at 0.030 300. And now, if you need to On the new one, you need to like move the gap. You use this part of the gap tool and just get the gap to the right distance, I guess. But yeah, let's put this to a test. So porridge is too cold, a little resistance. Porridge is perfect, goes in, but got a little snug. That's the sweet spot right there. That's the sweet one. And then the porridge is too hot. So this is gapped perfectly for me. I don't have to do anything. Now I just want to put this in like that, like the way my finger is. Not like this. I showed you that hole a few minutes ago. We'll put it in there and use your hands very lightly because you do not want to cross thread this. If you cross thread this, you have just a bigger problem. It's going to be hard to get out. It might snap. So just take your time till you line that up. You'll feel it when you're twisting it clockwise. You shouldn't have any resistance. It should just go like so. Just going to finish this up right here. Just make sure it's seated all the way down. I got more leverage with the socket tool. Twist that so I can't twist it anymore. And then one last thing, you don't want to over tighten it because you don't want to break that spark plug in there. You want to give it like a quarter turn, just enough just to know it's snug, but you don't want to go crazy because you don't want to break this in there. Boom, that's good enough for me. I'm sure I could have went more, but why risk it? Put your spark plug wire back on, and that's it. Rinse and repeat. Do the other side the exact same way. Next, I'm going to show you guys how to change your air filter. And what you're going to need for that is this air filter model, which I'll put in the bottom description. And all you do is remove these two little hand nuts right here, plastic little nuts, to take off the cover. Boom! There's your old dirty ass air filter. This is it. No tools to get this sucker out. Just pull it out. That's it. And this is what she looks like. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Some people clean these and dry them out, then use them again, and just buy a new one. They're pretty cheap. Now, you guys gotta forgive me. Oh yeah, clean inside of there. But you guys gotta forgive me because the footage I got of installing the new one was crap, so I couldn't use it. But all you do is put it in. A kindergartner can do it. It's that simple. But you just put that sucker in. It locks in, and that's it. No tools. It's very easy. It literally took me less than a minute to do it. Only reason it took a little bit longer because I was recording. But that's it. And then after you put it in, put the cover back on. Done. And with that, my friends, you literally changed your spark plugs, both sides, and you changed your air filter. All within, you literally could do this all within 5 to 10 minutes. I mean, it's really simple and it's cheap. Don't bring your lawnmower to the shop to get your spark plugs changed or your oil filter, or I'm sorry, your air filter replaced. And even with that said, don't go over there for an oil changes. If I get a video for oil changes for this Husqvarna, it's really simple. And with that said, this is If I Can Do It, You Can Do It. I am the amateur's amateur. I hope this video was informative, and thank you very, very much for viewing.